Howdy. I'm sorry it took a while to upload this, but I'm trying my best and here it is. But before I get right to it, there's something I want to show you. Come on. Hey, we're here. You can open your eyes now. Good afternoon, my bubble friends. I'm Lolo the Joko, and welcome to my room. I know Inktober Part 2 has been taking a while to come out, but I've been planning this really cool surprise for you in the meantime. I want to give more attention to my YouTube channel if I possibly could, so I'll be starting to make more videos like this. Well, I really don't want to delay this any further, so let's just start our Inktober journey, Part 2. Continuing where we left off, Day 16's prompt was wild, and it features Khaldun, the great desert wizard, a kind man who loves animals and strives to awaken magic in familiars so that living in society with humans becomes better for both. And also his familiar, Aisha, the Asiatic lioness. Aisha follows him everywhere and is happy to help, but she isn't afraid to speak her mind and often calls him stuff like old man just to tease him. Khaldun has two more familiars that didn't make it into this Inktober piece. Latifa, the Arabian oryx, and Gahiji, the black eagle. Wait, is that Gahiji flying in the back? As for Day 17, with the prompt ornament, I'm featuring Krill siblings Christian and Christina, both nicknamed Chris. The twins have spent a big part of their lives traveling with the rest of their family shoal until they finally decided to settle down in Antarctica to pursue their dream of opening a shop where they sell awesome stuff that they've found in their journeys. Stuff like books, jewels, crystals, a legendary weapon. You know, simple stuff. By the way, the ornament from the prompt is Christina putting a shell necklace on Christian. It's so cute. We're about to get wholesome because Day 18, Misfit, features Aoi Shironaga and her son Kanji Shironaga. My beloved whale mama is my tallest character to this day, as she is 210 centimeters tall in her human form. She works as a teacher. She's very sweet and kind and absolutely loves children. Her son, in fact, is one of her students, and we can see him trying on her coat before classes started. Let's just say that Kanji has a little more growing to do before he can perfectly fit in this. As for Day 19, with the prompt Sling, I will be featuring three characters: Mila, the puppy, Cloud, the adventurous sea lion, and Dolly, the winged bunny. Dolly is a big mystery in the orphanage these kids live in. They think she's a hybrid. Dolly says she's half bunny and half bat because she thinks bats are cool. But nobody really knows her other half, or where her wings come from. These three don't actually tend to get much into trouble, but they're always looking for new ways to have fun. As you can see Dolly with a slingshot. I just hope they don't break anything. And finally, Day 20, prompt Tread, represented by Clara, the shark girl. Clara is a very dedicated young girl, part of the student council. She can be very cold and is obsessed with perfection, as everything she does is carefully planned and executed. Her grades are impeccable, as she strives to learn more and more, especially about magic, carrying her spellbook everywhere, so that one day she may continue on her mysterious father's legacy. This war is mine now. I won't let you down, Father, so everything has to be perfect. This is another wholesome one. Day 21's prompt was Treasure, represented by Sheila Dale and her son Oliver Dale. Oliver and Mina, the penguin girl from the previous episode, are very close friends from school. They hang out all the time with Wendell and also Clara. Oliver can be a scaredy cat. Even if he's not a cat, he's a snowy sheathbill. Regardless. But he's always got his overprotective mom to make him feel safe and sound. Sheila is a solo mom, so Oliver is the most precious treasure she's got. Thus, we arrive at Day 22, Ghost. For this prompt, I am featuring none other than Shezbeth, the demon of contracts. Shezbeth has lived for a very, very long time.
on his healthy diet of human souls from all the humans that have broken their contracts with him. It's simple. Shazbeth gives you something you want in exchange for something you have, or maybe a limitation in your life. If the contract is to be broken, Shazbeth's hidden eye of bargain will activate and absorb the soul of the liar who couldn't keep a promise. So be careful what you wish for. Day 23's prompt, however, was ancient. I could have chosen Shazbeth for this one since he has lived for a long time, but instead, I chose Princess Kisaki, ruler of the Kingdom of Antarctica for many centuries. She's calm, wise, and seen as a goddess by many of her subjects, which is to no surprise since divinity runs in her family. She has the power to see into the future through visions, though she's never been able to fully control this ability. Despite this, Kisaki is a dedicated, strong leader, a symbol of balance and wisdom throughout all of Antarctica. On to day 24 with the prompt Dizzy featuring Jaeger, the black-capped petrel. Jay is a young man who lives in Windaya, home to the Sitsunaki, the grand tree of ice. Everyone is happy, cheerful, and very welcoming in Windaya. Everything seems perfect. Too perfect. Truth is, behind the covers, Windayan folk are extremely rude. They reprehend anyone who doesn't show a smile and can't be happy, and Jay isn't one to pretend. For this, he's often abused at work and treated like a newbie who can't do anything right. At least he's paid well to sustain himself. One day this will all end. Everything will be okay.
Let's move on to a happier prompt. Tasty, on day 25, featuring Mariana, Mariella, and Marie-Liz, the fishy triplets. Mariana and Marie-Liz have always dreamed of opening a restaurant together, though cooking isn't really Mariella's thing, so she opted for something a little bit different.
And joined the horde!
She might not be the strongest, but she's determined and always achieves what she sets her mind to, which allow her to climb to the top and become lieutenant of Nankai's guard. Still, she loves her sisters dearly and visits them regularly to enjoy something tasty together from time to time.
And right back to the fields we go.
Day 26 prompt was Dark, featuring Haku Hansei, the swan. Haku is Reiki's familiar, the Snow Witch from previous episode. They've been very close since early childhood, and Haku cares deeply about Reiki and wishes to protect her and keep her safe at all times. But Haku has his inner struggles too. He often has dark thoughts he doesn't deserve. Both of his parents are gone, and there are horrible rumors about his father. Because of this, Haku tends to be disrespected by Antarctican folk. But he's got a feeling. He truly believes that his father is innocent. I guess now there's no way to know. Anyway, we arrived at day 27 with the prompt Coat, represented by Vincent Gwyn, the Emperor Penguin. Vincent is a teacher like Ollie, who I mentioned previously on day 18. He's also Mina Gwyn's uncle. His brother is Mina's dad. She often gets into trouble for hanging out with Wendell and getting carried away by his pranks and jokes. Vincent is a strict teacher and may get easily angered, but he's also very responsible and always manages to pull himself together to remain respectful and not lash out onto his students. Truly, he just cares a lot about all of them, and he tries not to pick favorites despite having a huge soft spot for his niece. As for day 28, Prompt Ride, there are two characters featured, Silver, the Wizard of Wind, which I like to call him a Windzard, and his old friend Crystal, a minke whale. And she was one of the 6 familiars of Setsumi, the previous great Snow Witch. Crystal was just a little preteen when Setsumi passed, and she's changed a lot since. She went from a lively, always singing, happy-go-lucky girl into a calm, quieter, more reserved young adult. She's been friends with Silver for a long time, and he's been there for her, even through Setsumi's passing. He's been a great help in her emotional recovery, and is always there to cheer her up when she needs him. Remember the orphanage kids from day 19?
Prompt Injured from day 29 will show a bit more of the Crystal Moon Orphanage, featuring Calissa, also known as Mama Kelly, the maternity witch, owner of the orphanage, and 2 more orphanage kids, Mona, the Gen 2 penguin, and Penguja, the penguin owl. These 2 are the best of friends and are absolutely inseparable. Because she is a hybrid, the other kids started to call her Penguja, a mix of penguin and the Brazilian word for owl, coruja, as a failed attempt to bully her since she actually liked the name and adopted as her own. Mona, though, is a brave, self-assured little boy and is very overprotective of Penguja. This may often get him into trouble for fighting for her, though, which is what I wanted to portray in this piece.
Poor Mona got a little scraped knee trying to protect Guja.
These 2 are so cute.
Almost there, guys! Day 30 Prompt Catch, featuring Calc,
The shark, brother of Clara, featured on day 20, and his human girlfriend Bia. A determined girl, Shirley, she wanted to be part of a student council, but that opportunity was taken from her by Clara herself, whose grades were ever so slightly higher. Despite both of them being prodigies, she had to join the journalism club as her plan B, and started a research about Clara and her family, since there were strange rumors going around about the shark siblings. Bia eventually ran into Calc, who soon fell in love with her in the most yandere way, and became obsessively protective of her. Bia had no reason to continue her research, since Calc would just give the answers his loved one needed, and his affection slowly made her return his feelings. And finally, day 31! The final Inktober 2019 prompt being ripe, I featured little Opti, the youngest of the shark siblings. Since I featured Calc and Clara before, I figured it'd be mean to leave this cutie out. Opti is shy and gets easily scared, but he is also very kind and compassionate. For this piece, as a reference to Halloween being on October 21st, I drew Opti picking a ripe apple from a tree in a little ghost costume, which you can barely see since he's taken it off to pick up the apple. He's eating healthy in the afternoon so that he can stuff his face with candy while trick-or-treating at night. Oh, what's this? Day 32? Here's a bonus, guys! My good friend Andreas commissioned me to make a bonus 32nd day of Inktober, since he really liked my work. I'm so thankful. I kind of work for Andreas, since he's a dungeon master for table RPG, and often needs character arts, which I'm happy to make for him. The commission was Andreas himself, in his wizard version, which is his version in this universe. See, self-inserts are fun, and Andrea's wizard version is dope! And finally, I'm done with the videos for Inktober! I am so sorry I took so long, jeez! I've been so busy! Why can't I stick to schedules, dang it! Still, I hope you liked accompanying me on this Inktober journey for 2019, and I'm hoping to also participate on Inktober in 2020. That being said, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate, Happy Holidays, and a super duper New Year! I am Lolo the Choco, and thank you for visiting. Goodbye!